Some call it chaos.
We call it family, friends, and life.
We are three best friends, thriving with a combination of one wife,
One husband,
one fiance,
8 children,
and 5 fur children. We are here to share our journey through this crazy thing that we call chaos. We hope you sit back, enjoy, and follow us on our journey through our day-to-day. This is
Creatures of Chaos.
With B.
KK.
and Bo.
How's everybody doing today? How was your weekend? Do anything fun stuffs?
Not a whole lot.
No?
Went shopping.
Shopping's always fun. I get in trouble when I go shopping.
Well, I had children with me, so that wasn't, super fun.
I am not allowed to bring my children into the stores.
You can take them into bomb cars.
That's true, I can take them into bomb cars.
That's true.
Other places, though, they're not certified to go into.
I wish sometimes my kids weren't certified to go into those places.
Should be,
Right?
I was going to say,
Man.
I think human children should be certified, too, to go into stores sometimes.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right in here. And we received some feedback from Stefan, or Steven, about...
Not my Stephen.
Not Morgan
Not my
Steven.
Oh, weird connections.
Well, yeah, I mean,
But so his grievance with us was that he did not like that we described ourselves as moms, because that's not who we are. He made a very good point that just because you are a mom or a dad or a sibling or whatever you are, that does not make you who you are. It's not your personality. It's not, any of those things. So he really challenged us to reintroduce ourselves and really share who we are as people and not what we do, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we have done some brainstorming, and we have really tried to talk with each other about who we think we are and who we think each other are. And so we're just going to kind of share that a little bit and just kind of talk about ourselves some more, be a little self-centered here for an episode. Just to kind of let you in a little bit more about who we are as people and not what we do as people.
And also how we have grown.
Yeah, how we've evolved.
Yeah, because that's definitely something that has changed in all of us.
It's a very big part of our story.
And I also think that, with Steven, I've known him since high school, so he knows a completely different side of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think...
Yeah, and I mean, even at one point in time, and I still consider him a good friend, but Steven was one of my best guy friends.
Yeah.
And that Brooklyn that he knew then is a different Brooklyn than I am now.
Oh, definitely.
1,000%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Morgan's just been along for the ride.
Yeah. But I think that's true for a lot of people in the area.
Mm-hmm.
I think people who knew us, back in the day, don't really know us now.
I agree with that, because we have all changed so much in so many ways, and even just knowing each other.
Yeah.
We've changed from just a few years ago of how we knew each other.
Yeah, 100%. So why don't we go ahead and start this up with Miss Bo over there.
Yeah.
I know, she loves to be put on the center of attention.
No, my hands are sweating. I don't like to be the center.
Well, you get to be today, at least for now.
Yeah, and then we'll put it on us. It'll be fine.
Yeah, first Brooklyn.
So I definitely think you've changed in some ways, but you have always remained very funny. That is one constant with you, is your humor.
Thank you. I think I use humor too. What am I trying to say?
Cope?
To cope with things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You've always been funny, though.
You're a natural. Earlier, a natural funny.
Yeah. You just speak, and just sometimes the way that you explain stories, it's just it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Or even just your reactions. Oh my gosh, your reactions just kill me.
I think I used to be a lot funnier. Gosh, when I was in college.
I think you used to be a lot more animated.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you, your storytelling and, just the way that you would talk, you were a lot more animated. Like, I remember your, like, poses and stuff.
Oh my god, yeah.
All the time.
Oh
Like,
my
Oh,
god, yeah.
boy. I still do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody brought it up the other day, and I was like, I got that from Morgan. And I think she got it from somebody else.
Yeah, yeah. I used to be a lot more like quick-witted, and now I'm just like, my brain is mush, so I'm quiet a lot now. I don't know.
We blame that on the kids. Our brains don't work as fast.
Truly, yeah.
They just really don't. You also used to be very spontaneous. I don't remember when I met you, but I remember, like, I was a senior in high school, and you were in college, and we were at a party, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, this girl is wild.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morgan Wild?
Yeah. Oh, back in the day, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. That used to be wild.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Remember the liquor store?
Yeah. Albo Daddy. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, I remember.
Ever.
I think I just looked older than I was.
Yeah.
I think I've always looked older than I am, but yeah, not my proudest moment by any means. But I did used to be able to go in there and buy alcohol for everybody at college, and they thought that was really cool. And I got to be good friends with Albo Daddy.
She did. It was
Yeah.
great. She was very outgoing back
Yeah.
in the day, very outgoing.
Yeah.
You definitely have toned it down.
Yeah. Which is not a bad thing.
No.
It's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah.
You have found your comfortable area,
Mm-hmm.
but you're also not completely afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Like this podcast, for
This is
instance.
incredibly uncomfortable. For
Yeah.
me, truly.
But you're growing.
Oh, I try.
Ugh.
I do find that I like listen back, and I'm like, I should talk sometimes. Like, I'll just say something, anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that this is going to help a lot, all of us, with our confidence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have noticed, even just with myself, with editing, I've gotten more comfortable with my voice.
Right.
Because when we started this, I absolutely hated my voice.
Yeah.
But even just this little bit, these little few episodes we've done already,
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I still hate my voice. I sound like Eeyore.
No, you don't.
I do. I'm very monotone.
You do have like a more monotone voice, but I don't think you're necessarily completely Eeyore. I think your energy level is Eeyore.
A little bit sometimes.
I don't know
She'll
how to
have,
take
a
that.
Random little bursts of being
Yeah.
like silly, but then she just goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
When you're not in your hyper mode, you're very.
It's like the Emoji Movie. Meh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm meh.
Yeah.
That makes me sound so boring.
But you're not always like that.
No,
Ugh, a lot of the times I am.
as you're like the most fun one out of the three of us.
You really are.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I bring you guys out of your shell. I'm like, we're gonna do this super uncomfortable thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is gonna be great for us, and we're gonna hate parts of it, but we're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's fine.
You are the bringer out of the sheller.
Sheller.
Absolutely.
The bringer out of the
Shuck my little cobs.
Yeah.
What? That's weird.
Morgan, I think I always want to describe you as just like a warm hug.
Oh my gosh, yes!
Oh,
Like,
I really like that.
that's
how
literally-
I want to feel to people. That's how I want
That
people
is
to
what you
feel
feel
around me.
Yeah.
That's-
It's literally what you are. It's just a warm hug.
It's so funny though. She's just a warm hug, but she's not gonna hug you.
No, not at all.
Yeah, absolutely. I want,
Oh.
yeah, like my aura can that can be the warm hug. But
Yeah.
I don't do physical.
Your energy gives hugs, you do not.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh,
you
that's
need a
so
shirt
funny.
that says that. My energy will hug you, I will not.
Yeah. Oh, that's I like that.
Ooh,
I like that a lot.
yeah, don't. She doesn't like to be touched.
Yeah.
That was coined. Do not steal that.
Oh, but I really like that though, because I feel like that's what I really like. It's important to me for people
Yeah.
to feel like comfortable and to feel.
Like, you are literally like the person that, like, I could just sit down on a deck with a cup of coffee and just have the most wholesome, like, warm-hearted conversation with and, like, not think twice about it.
Right.
Like, you are just so welcoming as a person
Mm-hmm.
and just so, like, inviting,
Oh,
if
good.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, without being too like weird and mushy.
No, but that's, yeah, I can see that.
You are.
Okay.
You're very, very welcoming, and I think that's why everybody just loves you so much, because you're so easy to talk to, and you're just comfortable. You're comfortable to be around. You're comfortable to talk to.
Which is very funny because you yourself are not comfortable.
Right.
Not at all. I'm literally panicking right now.
But I think maybe that's why you portray comfortability to everybody else.
Yeah.
Because you want everyone to feel comfortable because you don't feel
Yes.
comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna
Good
get deep in this
job.
one. Oh no.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
this is how I have come to all of my self-realization.
Wow.
Like, literally just talking myself through things like that.
Yeah.
And just, like, I will literally sit there and talk to myself out loud and talk through a situation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is why you're doing this. This is why this happened. This is what led up to this. And, like, I will literally just talk myself through it until I figure out the solution. And
Oh, you're really good at that.
Yeah, you must be, because the whole time I'm like, what the heck even happened? Like, how did this go down?
Wow.
I wouldn't, I don't know. It was a necessity to learn how to do that.
Necessity.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't know. Let's go to you.
Yeah, that's good.
Uncomfortableness. Let's see. You were a major people pleaser, and you are not anymore.
mm-hmm.
She's not here to attend to your wants.
That is one thing I am very proud of myself for.
I am too, because I just remember there were so many times where you would talk to me and you'd be like, I just don't want to do this, or I'm really uncomfortable in this situation, and you just wouldn't know how to get out, and now you're just like, no.
That takes a lot of learning and growth to be able to do that.
And I will say, I do still struggle with it. There are times that I do still struggle with saying no.
Mm-hmm.
But I have learned to put my needs
Mm-hmm.
first. If my cup is not full, I cannot fill somebody else's cup. And I have put myself into the ground so much that
Right.
I had no other choice but to fill my own cup.
Right.
Because you would drain yourself when there was already nothing there for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Pouring from
you,
an empty cup.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. All the time.
that was
With-
something you always did.
Mm-hmm. Family, friends, everybody.
But that's so important. You learn to set boundaries for yourself and to
Right.
like prioritize. Like if it's not good for your mental health, if it's taking too much out of you, you know when enough is enough, and you have to protect yourself.
And honestly, that was, as a people pleaser, that was one of the hardest things to learn. To say no. And to put yourself first.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go off on a little side tangent, so if we take this out, whatever. But I think the like turning point for me was my sister, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And like all of the manipulation that she put me through us growing up and into our adulthood and all of that. And she was the one person that I could never say no to. I could never stand up to her.
Yeah.
And with Emma's help, and with, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but all the stuff that she did herself to put herself in the situation she's in,
Yeah.
it really pushed me to be like, okay, I am done. I have to remove myself from my health, from my sanity.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say no.
Yeah.
I have to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember having the conversation with Emma of just being done and bawling
Right.
because it was a relationship that I held on to the hope of what it could be for so long.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to set that boundary,
Yeah.
but I had to.
Right.
Like, it was literally I'm gonna end up in a straitjacket in a padded room, or I'm gonna cut off this relationship.
And you're completely cut off. You don't have
Mhm.
any contact.
Yep.
That's
I-
a really, really hard thing to do.
I
Yeah.
still talk to my nieces and my nephew every once in a while. Like, at least I know how they're doing. You know, I still get updates on them. But my sister I have not spoken to in probably going on 3 years now.
People should know that that's a really hard decision to come to, and that doesn't
Yeah.
come by lightly. Cutting people completely out of your life, even though, I mean, have love for them and you care for them, that is a really hard decision to make, and that should not come back as a negative thing on you. There's a reason that people cut people out of their lives.
Right.
And it's not that's you not being, that's not selfish of you. That's just protecting yourself.
And I also think that the moment you realize it is the hardest part, because that's when you have to come to terms with that decision.
Mm-hmm. And that internal like fight with yourself is so hard.
Yeah.
Like I just remember bawling to Emma, like knowing that this was what I had to do, feeling like a terrible person,
Mm-hmm.
but also not feeling like a terrible person. Like it was just such a strange feeling. Like the only thing I could do was cry.
Yeah.
We've similarly, we've cut people out and out of complete necessity, and it wasn't that we wanted to, and it's not. We just had to do it to protect ourselves and to
Right.
protect our happiness.
Yeah.
And it was not an easy decision to come by, no matter what people think.
Yeah.
They might think of you as like a bad person, like look what you've done. You've torn apart your family.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that was not an easy decision to come to, and that was hard. Yeah. I
And
completely get that.
yeah, 1000%.
Mhm.
And I think it even extends into like friendships that you have to let go.
Mm-hmm.
You just grow out of, and it's not that you don't absolutely still have love for that friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want the best for them.
Yeah.
Just they can't be with, that can't happen with you.
I have so many people in my life that I have so much love for that are not in my day-to-day life
Yeah.
just because I cannot handle it mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's them or not that it's, anything specific. It's just me. And it's the boundaries I have to set to make sure that I'm okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And I faced so much moving back from Florida about being a bad person for being by myself,
Yeah.
and whatever. But now, where I am, I wouldn't change it.
I'm really proud of you for recognizing that and setting a boundary for yourself and
Yeah.
and doing what you have to do for your health and your mental health and everything.
Thank you.
It's definitely a moment of proud points.
Yeah.
I get those every once in a while.
I also think that you are very accepting of yourself now, where before there were just, things that you didn't accept about yourself and you were not okay with. And I think you have come to realize that you have to accept yourself in order to be fully happy and, accept others too.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
1000%.
A lot of internal struggles. And you're doing really well with that.
Yeah.
You guys are going to
Told you, we're going to get deep again. I don't know how this keeps happening. But it does.
All right, what about you, Miss KK?
All the same.
No. I was going to cough and then it turned into a laugh.
You're the same on a few key points. You've always been outgoing and fun
And super bubbly.
and so she's literally the silliest person I've
Yes.
ever met in my life.
I have pictures to prove it.
Oh my gosh.
Are you talking about SpongeBob?
Yes.
Stop it.
Or the sports bra as underwear.
Oh, I don't remember that night.
I
I
don't
remember the
that. I
pictures.
have pictures, so I know what happened.
I want to say that there was some Just Dance involved in that too.
I think so, because I think
Yeah.
that's the picture I have, is you doing Just Dance.
Well, it's very possible.
I think so.
I don't know. I did weird stuff. I mean, I still do.
I
You
was gonna say, you still do.
I have a picture of you with a diaper on your head. That was a clean diaper. She's not
feel like-
that fucking weird.
I feel like we might need to throw some of these up on the Instagram.
Hey, I mean, oh boy,
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
could.
That's a great idea. I've got some pictures. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go back and search.
We're gonna have to find some great pictures of each other and throw them up.
Oh man,
Some-
get ready
some
for the
throwbacks.
throwbacks. Oh boy, I will say that, you say I've always been a silly and fun person. There was a very big point in my life where that was not who I was, and we were not connected at this
I was
point.
gonna say I was not there for this point.
Neither was Morgan. This was me being dumb, making dumb decisions as always. But, like, to the point where when I met James, it was a side that he did not know, and it's just recently starting to surface a little bit with him. Like, and he's like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, okay, but this is me. Like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
He's like, no. And I'm like, but it is.
No, you're really, literally so silly. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, you have
You are
the
just goofy.
goofiest sense of humor.
Well, I have to make everybody laugh.
You do be doing that. You do make everybody laugh.
True.
Yeah.
Well, and there are like different, I feel like, genres of humor.
Oh, yeah.
Like you are a very natural funny. Bo.
Mm-hmm.
And KK, you are a very goofy funny.
And you are a very dry
I
funny.
would say
Like
on the
subtle.
chances that I am funny, it's very dry and it's
Yes.
very like a dark humor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I am funny.
I think I'm more of like a stupid funny.
Which is a goofy
Like
funny.
I find very stupid things just.
You want to talk about stupid things that are funny? Okay. And we have talked about how me and James are very similar.
Mhm.
Her and Emma are also very similar.
I can see that, yeah.
So tell me why. Emma's telling me this story today. I think it was today. Yeah. About how she was sitting at break and she's got her can or her jar of the Planters peanuts. And on the side of it, it says that it's a choking hazard. So tell me why she's sitting there and she's got it and it's turned just right so she can see that. And then she just starts laughing to herself because there's a choking hazard on the nuts. And then she giggles again and she goes, I'm chewing nuts.
Okay, but that's so Emma.
It
really
is.
is.
You too. The very similar sense of humor. Very similar.
Hey, the true wisdom. I just can't. I cannot get over that.
Okay, but I guess I get that too because sometimes I feel like I can also be a 12-year-old boy and just not let things go. Like, what was it, 2 episodes ago where I just could not let something go and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just can't.
Oh, I try to be the life of the party.
I don't think you have to try though. Like, I think it just comes naturally to you.
To be dumb? Yes.
Not dumb. Ditzy, yes, sometimes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Definitely. I own that one. I'm also very clumsy. That hasn't changed either.
No.
I wrote down, because I think it's funny, that you are more of a homebody now, but you are still the life of the party. It may just be your own party.
Yeah, exactly. She might be the only one at the party, but she's having a good time.
But that is one of my favorite things about you, is even if nobody else is having a good time, you are still having a great time by yourself.
So I had like a ding ding trauma response.
Yeah.
To include everybody. I'm assuming something happened in my past. I was not included. So now I gotta include everybody. Everybody's gotta be. I even do this at work. Like, we'll have new employees start, and I will be one of the first to be like, hey, my name's Caitlin. If you need anything, let me know. Also, I have really funny stories about my children.
But you know what, that makes sense, because, Bo, you are very much like, you want to make everybody feel comfortable, because you don't feel comfortable.
Right.
You want to make sure that everybody is
Included.
Included.
Maybe you didn't feel included.
Apparently.
And I feel like for me, my big thing is communication.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you weren't communicated with.
I had zero communication. I was the adult as a child. So,
Right.
like,
Getting
have
deep.
you not gone in, I mean, this is something you should make a career out of.
okay,
But then you have to talk to people.
listen, if they come to me and talk first, I'm fine.
Okay.
Oh, you just can't start the conversation?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to go into social work. I wanted to be like an in-home worker for foster kids
Oh,
and
good,
help
good.
with that. But you have to go to school and basically become a full social worker to be an in-home worker, and I didn't want to go through all that schooling.
Yeah,
So,
makes sense.
I'm looking at her.
why?
Why can't you go to school?
I don't like book school. I'm not.
Is there wizard school? Because if I'm missing out, I'm pissed.
I mean,
Is there wizards? Of course there's wizard school.
Yes, but I mean, like trade school. Like I would rather be like a hands-on school
Sure.
versus like a university. Which is why I went still a game, which is hands-on.
Yeah, I'm not fucking.
Look how that. Maybe you should have tried book school then, because
I did. I
James
dropped
didn't
out.
work out. Well, I have too, but here I am.
Okay, but you, for some reason, have it in your head that you have to be in school, like, for
All
the
the
rest of your
time.
life.
Yeah.
Okay,
This girl is like habitually.
no.
She's always in school.
Okay, but here's the thing. I was done. I was 100% done.
And look where we are.
Right. Okay, but for a reason. I was told by a colleague of mine at work that she had to get a degree to move up to where she was, and I don't want to be a sitting duck, so I took it upon myself to get back in school, even though I am on the struggle bus and it's like torture, but I'm doing it and I'm not failing as of right
I was
now.
gonna say, we're proud of you.
I've never.
I still think you're crazy, but I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
We'll
Habitual
just-
student.
We just add it to the chaos.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
fine. Only got a year or two left. Some I don't know.
Mm.
It just depends on how many classes I
A
take.
year or two left.
A year or two, yeah.
Oof.
Technically two. If I were to do 2 classes at a time, then I would only have a year.
Okay.
That's a lot, though.
Girl,
It's,
shit.
it's a lot.
That's a lot. That's
Yeah.
a lot for everything. You have 4 kids now, and you have a full-time job, and you have
Yeah.
all the things. That's a lot to be doing school at the same time.
I think that I thrive in the chaos. I'm
Yeah.
not afraid of it anymore. I think it's how I am driven at this point.
It kind of makes sense, though, because she can't sit in silence.
Yeah.
So how could she sit in something that's not chaotic?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do when my kids leave the house?
Oh, I probably go back to school.
I'll be somewhat young.
Yeah, that's true.
Hopefully I'll be done by then.
That's another thing about you is that you're constantly just like wanting to better yourself.
Yeah.
Even like in different areas of your life, you want to just be doing better and doing well for yourself, and that's
I think that's new though.
Yeah.
Because I was never
No.
like that before.
Yeah.
Nope. I would be
I don't
a
think any of
shitbag.
us were really like that before.
no,
No.
I couldn't care less
No.
before. Yeah.
Especially when we were in college, we could not care less.
Yeah, truly.
We were there to party and drink.
I don't know how, well, did you finish? No, you didn't. You didn't finish.
I made it 2 months and then I dropped out.
That's what I thought. Did you finish?
I finished my services. Nope, I didn't. I finished my hours, but I didn't finish myself.
But you were
I was
pretty much done.
literally so close.
Yeah, you were
But I was
pretty
like,
much
I could
done.
not fucking bring myself back to that place. I hated it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't remember where I was going with that and why I asked that, but
I don't know either. The ambition? The driven? The,
oh, I don't know how we made it through it.
Yeah.
Like with how much we did not care, or like how much crap we did.
I think we talked each other into going. Well, some of us talked each other into going. Some of us slept on the couch all day with my blanket.
I was gonna say, me and Smalls definitely talked each other out of not going all the time.
Dude, that's why it was supposed to be like a 1 year program.
Yeah.
And I was there for like a year and a half.
I wasn't even there that long, and there were so many times where I was like, Morgan, we gotta go to class. Get up. And you're like, I just got home like half hour ago. You can go.
I specifically remember when it clicked, where I was like, me and some of my roommates at the time, like we came home for lunch and we were going to go back, and they were all like, girls, should we skip? Should we just not go back this afternoon? And I'm like, I ain't never going back there again. I don't have to ask my mom. My mom doesn't have to call the school and say I'm sick. Like, this is me independently making these choices. I ain't never going back.
Oh my god, first choice she's ever made on her own.
Yeah, that was not a good one.
Hey, we're doing good where we're at now, so
Yeah.
it's really okay.
It was a very expensive journey to make friends.
That's,
really was.
oh my gosh. I mean, I'm so
Y'all are very
thankful.
expensive.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that I have met y'all and we have grown and we are just the best of friends, but not for that frickin'. And I wasn't even there that long, but they charge you if you don't go.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of those.
Yeah, me too.
I blame you.
That's not nice.
You can blame me too. It's
Okay,
fine.
yeah, I blame you. I blame you, and I blame Patty.
Patty, yes.
Mine was Smalls. in the
We can blame
beginning,
Smalls too.
and-
We love you both, but we're gonna blame you.
I wasn't friends with Smalls at that time because I was scared of her.
I mean, valid.
Yeah, I really was.
I mean, I have seen that woman fight, so
Yes.
valid.
I knew who she was. I knew of her. Did I speak to her? No, I was scared. I thought I was going to just punch me in the face.
I think I was
But
over
she-
the scared
she-
at that point.
she tried to come at me at some point during that friendship.
Me too. We weren't even friends.
No,
That's
we
how
were
we
friends.
met.
We were friends.
See, that's why I wasn't. I mean, that's why I didn't talk to her. I love her now, though. She's
Oh,
amazing.
she's
We
a
love
she
her.
is.
beautiful person.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful person, inside and out.
Now she fights for us.
Yes. Actually, she has grown and matured so much.
Oh, I
Talking
know.
about like people who have like us changing and growing and maturing.
Yeah.
She has grown.
She's got such a glow up.
So
like,
much.
She has.
Physically, mentally. She's beautiful. She's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
beautiful person. We love her.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like even just from like her fighting tendencies when we were in college, and it was like fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can very much still be fuck around and find out, but it's like
Absolutely.
it's more out of like protection.
Right.
I agree.
So like it's just a very vast difference of
Yeah.
personality of
Yeah,
her. Like
yeah.
and it's been great to see.
Yeah.
Especially watching her become a mom. Like she never thought she was gonna be a mom, so like it's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right. And she's
I
a
love
great
seeing all
mom.
of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone has changed a lot.
Oh yeah.
Everyone really has.
Everybody's come into their person.
Yeah.
Like I really feel like our 30s.
Oh man, yeah. We hit 30
Everyone is
and
coming into their person.
Yeah.
And I never believed our parents when they're like, "Oh, it's not your 20s, it's your 30s."
Right.
oh, but they're so true though.
Yeah.
When did we become the old people that are now saying it's not your 20s, it's your 30s?
Because we look at 20-year-olds and see 12-year-olds.
I know.
Oh my
That's so
God.
honest.
I was at Casey's. I think it was either after I cleaned your house or before I cleaned your house. I was stopping before or after. I know I was in your town though.
Okay.
So I was cleaning your house.
Oh,
There was a kid in front of me in line at Casey's, and he was buying chew. I swear to God, I thought he was like 16.
Oh my God, they're getting younger and younger, I swear. Yeah.
I'm
well,
like-
that's the thing. You can't even buy chew until you're 21 now.
I thought that's how it always was, but I was never a chew. I
That
never
was
chewed.
18. That was
That's
like
it's tobacco.
cigarettes and
Oh, duh.
Oh my gosh.
I'm dumb. That's fine.
You're not dumb. Your light bulb was flickering.
It needed to be changed.
Oh my
What else about
gosh.
you though? What has changed? What is,
She doesn't chew anymore.
I'm also very proud of you for
In fact,
that.
I chewed and I smoked.
Yeah.
Bad decisions. Don't do that.
Very, yeah.
Did you used to?
Smoke.
Yeah,
I
smoke.
used to smoke.
Mhm.
This like a couple weeks ago was 6 years since I was smoking.
That's
I
amazing.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, man. There's still sometimes I'm like,
Wait, I think next month is 2 years for me.
oh, good for you. I remember when you started on that journey.
Because I still have my smoke-free app, so I can keep track
Yeah,
of
so
it.
do I. Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I'm recording with mine, dummy.
1 year and 11 months today.
Oh.
So 1 more month exactly, and I'll be 2
Proud of
years.
you.
I'm at 11.
I was gonna say it's been a long time for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
11 for smoking and 9. It'll be 9 this December for chewing.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
I didn't have the choice with the smoking though.
Not at all. I remember that. That was right
Yeah.
before we moved in together, and I was
We made that.
in 1, 2, 3. That was right before we moved in together. Yeah.
Yeah,
you-
we made the plan while I was in the hospital.
You were little like, like doing your breathing treatments. And you're like, we should probably go smoke. Hey, you want to move in together? Like, yeah.
Fun fact, I'm also asthmatic. So if you're asthmatic, really don't smoke because I almost died.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that.
And if you hear heavy breathing at all during
Oh,
the
it's
podcast,
me.
because I know that you do, it's Caitlin.
Yeah.
I have no control.
Yeah.
I'm a mouth breather.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not the reason. I don't know.
Oh, I'm a mouth breather too, but
Okay, but you don't breathe as heavy as me.
No.
no. You're a loud breather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could never hide from a serial killer.
Shoot it down, you're like,
No, I would be done for. Actually, I would just have to just suffocate myself. That'd be the only way.
You can hear the suspect breathing.
Right?
oh,
No, that's very true. Oh man. We have all changed significantly
yeah.
through the years. And I think that we've grown, and I think that not only have we grown, our friendships have grown.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, Steven likes this.
Yeah, hopefully this is a better answer, Stefan, If this does not suffice, I don't know how else to make you happy. Sorry about it.
Yeah, please.
We tried.
Can you please give us in exact detail what we need to say about ourselves
Yeah.
if this does not work?
So you can come on here and tell us about ourselves.
Yeah. Or how about you guys tell us what you think our personality types are, or what you think we are, who we
Yeah,
are as
most
people.
of you know us
Yeah.
very well.
So you guys can probably describe us better than what we can describe ourselves, I feel like.
Describes our
Yeah, I can't speak. It's fine. Words are hard.
words. I can't word most days. Words are very, very hard.
Yeah. Words are always hard.
Yeah.
Was there anything else we needed to touch on before we wrap this one up, ladies?
Let's see. What is one thing that you love about each of us that has been a change that we have blossomed into?
Okay. I think definitely I'm going to start with Bo, because we did not say this at all, and I know we talked about it before we started recording. I have loved being able to see you as a mother be the mom of the bear. Like, to see you let your anxiety go and to be able to just stand up and be that protector. Because that's just really cool to see that side of you. Not that it's cool that you have to have that side, but like, if that makes sense, that was kind of a weird way to say that. But the way that you are able to put aside your anxieties to be a mom of the bear for your children,
Right.
and do what you need to do for your children in that moment,
Yeah.
I think is tremendous. And I have loved seeing that. And I think part of that comes because I didn't have that as a child, so I love seeing that in
Right.
other
that's
parents.
sweet.
Yeah.
Like, it really is a good quality, and not every person has that.
Right.
So, like, that really is amazing.
That's something I really had to learn. Unfortunately, my oldest, when he was younger, I didn't have the backbone quite yet. And now, more than ever, I'll fight for my children.
Yeah.
Anything.
Mhm.
That's one thing that I don't mess around with. I don't play when it comes to my kids. Like, if you're not a healthy person to be around, if you're not a positive influence, you don't get to be in our lives. And I stand on that.
And that is
Yeah.
definitely something I truly admire about you.
Yeah,
Because I would have given anything to have a mama like you.
Yeah.
And so that's amazing.
Oh,
that's why she's always been the mama.
you deserve to have a mom like that.
Well, I do now. They're called friends and family. And I love that you have always come back to me.
I'm like a disease.
You're like herpes. That shit's for life. Yeah.
What a nice insult.
I know. No, I know that's not really a personality thing, but like, we always find our ways back to each other.
I
Like,
don't give up.
No. And like, you are one of my friends that has helped me through the most. Like, absolutely the most.
Oh, it's gonna go hand in hand with
I'm
mine.
gonna cry.
Oh, don't cry.
So yeah, that's mine. Go on, go.
You gonna?
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so going hand in hand with what Brooklyn said, the fact that during all these struggles that she had, and I did try to help her through, she clams up. Or she used to. She used to clam up, and she just wouldn't talk, and she'd be like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll figure it out. I'm okay. And she just wouldn't communicate. She just wouldn't do it, no matter what. She was not fine. She was... drives me crazy. But now she communicates, and that's how one way that she has grown tremendously is she does not run from her problems or hide. She faces them, even if they're scary, and she will communicate through them. That's the biggest thing that I have loved that has changed about you, because now I don't have to be annoying. You're gonna tell me now.
Sometimes.
You've gotten a lot better. And the one thing with Morgan that I love is the fact that she has become a more selective person with who she lets in on a deeper level. Because before, she's always nice to everybody, but she wasn't as selective, and I feel like it opened up doors for her to be put in situations where she was very vulnerable and hurt. And now I think that she has a wall that protects her a little bit now from herself, and that's one thing that she has grown significantly in.
Mm.
Good job. Proud points.
I'm sitting over here thinking. I'm not gonna.
That's okay. I'm still over here trying to make sure that one tear does not fall because that means I did not cry. And not one has fallen yet, so we're still good.
Wow.
Our viewers will actually tell us the truth.
We're still in there.
They're still in there. Just in this little bundle. Bundle of tears.
Gosh, I don't really know. I'm really bad at this. My favorite thing about Brooklyn is, I've always considered you a friend, but we've just never really gotten super close. There's never been like a season in our life, and it's funny because we actually lived together.
We
for a
did live
while,
together.
Yeah. With Brooklyn, there's never been a time where we were like super, super close, inseparable close, but I've always considered you a friend, and I've always known that, like, even when we weren't really talking to each other, like, you were always someone that I know is in my corner.
Yeah, 1000%.
Yeah. And you,
I don't know if that's good.
you've loved me through, like, my worst times. Oh my gosh, I made the dumbest decisions. I've been an idiot a lot of times, and we've like separated and have been apart a lot. And you still love me.
Okay, but that's on both of us because we've both done that.
Yeah. So,
It's fine. We still love each other, and I will still
I love both of you.
And I love both of you.
I will just be annoying, so you can't leave.
We still need to check with James.
No, he's fine. It's definitely willing. It is, I promise.
Mm-hmm. All right, so on that note of love and friendship, I think that's all for today, folks.
Yeah. Steven, let us know if this is good enough.
If it's not, sucks to
That's too
suck.
fucking bad. We ain't recording it again.
Bye.
No. You can just yell at us in person.
Bye.
Although we call it chaos, it's what we thrive in best.
Until we meet again, chaos creatures.
Stay you, stay true, and embrace the chaos.